After back-to-back losing seasons for the first time since 1995 and 96, Michigan's oldest program has turned things over to the youngest baseball coach at a BCS school, as 35-year-old Eric Bakich looks to get the Wolverines back on the winning track. The new coach has brought some new ideas to the program, looking to make his players both physically and mentally tough.
We had the Omaha Challenge, which is something new, like a week of different events as a team. We were in the pool for a couple days. We were in the sand pit for a couple days. We have mental toughness Wednesdays, which is something a little bit different. A lot of CrossFit workouts, just unorthodox stuff that's not really baseball specific, but it builds you closer as a team.
I think all of us, including myself, we found a new level 10. We really know what it is to give 100%, every day during practice, regardless of whatever we're doing. Coach Beckett he really put a fire in our belly for that, and we all talk about it every day and how much we appreciate what he's doing for us and what he's doing for this program on and off the field.
Like Trent mentioned, a level 10. That's what he's talking about. It's about total buy-in and giving everything they've got, their best effort to get better every day and be the best people they can be. And in doing so, the results will come on the field. And these guys have done a great job of buying into that process.
On the diamond, Patrick Biondi is back in center field. The 3-year starter hit .303 as a junior, leading the team in runs, hits, doubles, walks, and stolen bases. His 88 career swipes at Michigan ranks second all-time with the Maize and Blue. He needs just 2 more stolen bases to set the program record.
What doesn't he bring? He's a leader. He's our captain, leadoff hitter, tone setter. You see him play. He just plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. He's ready to turn this around too.
Joining Biondi in the outfield is right fielder Michael O'Neill. O'Neill led the team with a .329 batting average and a .524 slugging percentage, and ranked second on Michigan in both RBI and steals, despite missing nearly 3 weeks with a hand injury.
We've been playing together for 3 years now. We know each other's games really well, and Coach wants us to hit back-to-back, 1 and 2 in the top of the order, just to get as many at-bats as we can.
They bring great leadership. They lead by example. They're both vocal leaders, and they're both guys that everybody looks up to. Pat's our captain. Michael's also on the leadership council with Pat, and those guys are going to be our catalysts at the top of the order. They're going to help make us go. They both are multi-threats as far as the ability to hit and the ability to get on the bases and move. And they'll both steal a lot of bases and put pressure on defenses, and we'll rely on them quite a bit for a lot of our success early on.
Zach Zott and Kyle Jusick will split time in left field. Whoever is not out in the field to play, most likely DHing. The infield will be very young. An injury to junior first baseman Brett Winger means the Wolverines will likely go with 3 freshmen and a sophomore to open up the year.
Youth is a reoccurring theme with this team. We'll probably have some head-scratching moments there early on, but we're going to stick with these guys.
Freshman Travis Maces has a high baseball IQ and will get the nod at third. Fellow freshman Jacob Cronenworth should get the nod at second base, with the slick-fielding, sweet-swinging Jack Sexton holding down first base, at least in the short term. Sophomore Dylan Delaney, who was spectacular in the field his own freshman year, is back at shortstop.
We'll be young, and I'm sure we'll do some things that we'll have some growing pains like all young teams do, but we're talented, and that's a good thing. If you're going to be young, you better be talented, and we've got some talent there. So we're excited about those guys, and they won't be young come middle of the season to the end of the season when we'll be clicking.
Cole Martin appears to have a leg up at catcher, with Zach Johnson right behind him.
Talking the catching position a lot about really taking charge, being the general on the field and being a vocal guy and being a presence behind the plate since they're involved in every pitch. And Cole and the rest of the catchers understand the importance of that position in regards to being a leader on the field. And I think they'll be very productive back there, and we're looking for Cole to really step up, and I think he will. I think he's got a chance. He's got a nice tool set. He can throw the ball. He receives pretty well, and having a switch hitter in the lineup, gives us another right-left-handed option there as well.
On the mound, the Wolverines have several options as far as weekend starters go. Ben Ballantyne tied with ace Brendan Sinnery last year, making 14 starts. After taking the fall off, a well-rested Ballantyne has hit as high as 94 on the radar gun this winter. He was 2-3 with a 4.10 ERA last year.
You know, when he at a big 6'6", 6'7" frame can throw the ball down in the zone, he's got good two-plane movement on his fastball that makes it tough for hitters to hit it.
James Burke is another arm Bakich likes for the rotation and has movement on all of his pitches.
Well, he's got good stuff. You know, he's got a plus fastball that's going to touch the low 90s, and I don't think he could throw the ball straight if he wanted to. He's got a good slider, and he's got feel for a changeup, and he's made a lot of strides in the last 12 months as far as his pitchability and his ability to throw the ball not just in the strike zone, but command it in the lower portion of the strike zone.
Lefty Trent Skutnik is also back. As a freshman, he was second on the team in strikeouts, and he won twice, including a win at Michigan State.
Routine is really important. That was my biggest problem, you know, trying to gain consistency throughout the year. And the coaches this year, they really establishing the importance of a routine in my everyday activities. And that's just one of the big things I've been working on, and I hope to get better at it.
Logan McAnallen, Kyle Clark, and Chad Jasmine are all also in the mix for starting spots, along with freshman Cam Wasaki and Evan Hill, someone Bakich thinks can step in and contribute right away.
You know, there hasn't been anyone that has been a clear-cut favorite to be the Friday night starter. We feel like we've got a bunch of quality guys, and so it really is going to come down to who can pound the strike zone, pitch with quick tempo, and give us the best chance to win.
The back of the bullpen will feature Jay Perry, Alex Lakatos, who had an ERA of 3.20 last season and was third on the team in innings, and Cronenworth. Bakich likes his ability to throw strikes. Despite their recent struggles, the Maize and Blue have high hopes for the coming season.
You know, our goals for this season is certainly centered. The end of the year is going to be about championships, but early on in the season it's going to be more about the process and getting better every single day, and making sure that these guys are continuing to improve and sticking with their routines and staying very confident and playing our style of baseball, Michigan style of baseball, which they'll do. And you know, we're gonna, like any team, we're gonna have some ups and downs. We're gonna, you know, the garbage is gonna hit the fan, but the way we've trained all fall, they're prepared for it.
I mean, we definitely aren't done with losing, and you know, guys, we want to change, and everybody's bought in. Everybody's willing to do what coach has asked of us, and you know, we're ready to go.
You know, offense wins games, but pitching and defense win championships. So for us, you know, we want guys who are very aggressive in the strike zone and throw a ton of strikes. We want defenders who are very athletic, that can make those plays if we're forcing contact. But the fans are going to see a quick tempo, a fast-paced game. You're going to see a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm from our players and from our team, and you'll see a confidence that these guys possess that's not false and not fake. It's genuine, and you know, we're gonna hope that the success follows that, because that will just continue to breed more confidence, and which will in turn have more success.
The Wolverines season gets started on February 15th on the road as they travel to Berkeley, California to take on the Golden Bears. Their first home game of the year comes on March 22nd when they play host to Western Illinois. Now, there are a couple other games of note to pay attention to. On March 26th, they travel to Citi Field to take on Yale in New York, and on April 20th, they're at Wrigley Field in Chicago to take on Northwestern. With the baseball team for MGoBlue.com, I'm Anthony Polidano.